Hey guys, it's Mrs. LeMaine. Welcome back for another mini phonics lesson. Our lesson objective for today is I can decode words with a long vowel silent E syllable pattern. Okay, and in order for us to get to that objective, first of all, we need to know what our vowels are. And what are they? A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. Okay, and our vowels make short vowel sounds and they make long vowel sounds. What are my short vowel sounds? A, E, I, What are my long vowel sounds? A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U. All right, you will need a whiteboard, marker, and eraser. Go. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, you should have a whiteboard, marker, and eraser. I'm going to say a word for you to write down. Make sure you leave space for 3 words, okay? For today, our words are going to be real words. In the future, I will throw in some nonsense words as well, okay? All right, first word, R. E, P, T, I, L, E. Make sure your word is spelled correctly. And so that you can see it better, and hopefully so it will make a little bit more sense, I did put my vowels in red. If you don't have 2 colors, don't worry about it. You can just write it with 1. However, I just wanted you to see it to make sure that you understood and could see it more visually with it being a different color. Okay. So even if you already know what this word is, I still want you to follow along with me because I want you to be able to find this pattern within words. That way you can find it in fake words as well. Okay, so the first thing we always do is mark our vowels. Okay, this is the pattern that we're looking for specifically with long vowel silent E. We're looking for a vowel, consonant, E. There it is. Okay, vowel, consonant, E. There it is. You do not hear this E, and this vowel says its name, I. Okay, now let's look and see where we divide our word at. We have an E and we have an I right here. This E, he kind of gets blended in with the I. He doesn't count, okay, as a vowel. He doesn't make it his own sound. He just goes along with this I. So we're going to look at these two. There are 2 consonants in between them. We'll divide right between those 2 consonants. Let's look at our first syllable. It is closed, rep. Let's look at the second syllable. Vowel, consonant, E. Sound of my vowel, I. Syllable, tile, whole word, reptile, reptile. Okay, let's try another word. E. And once again, I'm going to make it so my vowels are going to be in red, just to help you out a little bit. Okay, E. X, T, R, E, M, E. Give me just a second. I'm writing my letters in different colors. There we go. Okay, mark your vowels and see if you can divide your word. Go for it. Now, I'm waiting to mark mine. So you might have noticed, okay, we have 2 vowels, but we have 3 consonants in between here. Okay. Now, honestly, it's not going to affect the sound at all if you divide it between the X and the T or the T and the R. However, typically, T and R usually go together, so I'm just going to keep the T and R together, plus EX is a pretty common prefix that you'll see a lot, and so usually the E and the X just stay together by themselves anyway. Okay, so that's where I'm going to divide it at. Okay, let's look at our first syllable. It is closed, X. Vowel, consonant, E. Extreme, whole word, extreme, extreme. Okay, last word. I'm not going to make the vowels a different color on this one. All right, last word, S. I, N, C, E, R, E. Okay, make sure your word is spelled correctly. Mark your vowels, divide your word, go for it. Now, I put a little slash through my E. You do not have to do that if you are able to recognize the pattern and know that you do not say that E. However, if you are struggling with that, go ahead and mark through it if that helps you be able to pronounce the word better. Okay, we have 2 vowels, 2 consonants. We divide it right between those 2 consonants. Okay, let's look at the first part. Closed, I, sin. Okay, vowel, consonant, E, E. Now, some of you may not have known this. If you have an E or an I or a Y right after a C, usually it'll make the C say its soft sound, which is S, just like an S. Okay, so this C makes the S sound. Ear, seer. Whole word, sincere, sincere. Okay, I would like you to read these 3 words to somebody sitting next to you. Take a few seconds and pause the video. Go. All right, last thing we're going to do is some fluency practice. All right, I'm going to move my face over here. Okay, I have the same fluency as the first video for this series for long vowel silent E. And remember, it has a lot of alliteration, a lot of the P sound. The peppy puppy that the prince presented to the princess produced piles of poop in the palace. Okay, so this is meant to kind of test your limits a little bit as far as being tricky on your tongue. So I would like you to read this 2 times to somebody sitting next to you. They're going to read it 2 times to you. Have a super fantastic day, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.